Hey everyone, welcome to TNN. It's been a few weeks. I hope you've missed me as much as I've missed you. So I want to get started to let everybody know, if you are joining for the very first time, this is a very interactive show. So I want you to comment in the comment section below and ask any question, give a comment, give a shout out wherever you're from, because I want to get to your questions. I want to get to your comments, and I want this to be a very interactive video. So we've got a lot to cover tonight, and I'm really excited to be with you guys. It's been, like I said, a couple very busy weeks for me, and that's all good. So as you join, tell me where you're from, and we're just going to have some fun here tonight on TNN, where I give it to you straight, real. There's no fake news here. It's all straight from the horse's mouth, I guess. So let's start with Roger Stone and what occurred since we've all been together. I feel so bad for what's happened to Roger and his wife. I know, like most of you, you're probably watching. If you're not, Roger Stone's home was invaded. There was lots of FBI, SWAT, people in the canal where he lives. I mean, it was a raid of epic proportion. In my opinion, completely over the top. He's not a threat. He's an older gentleman, 66 years of age. He's always been, law abiding, never been a criminal. And here they are banging on his door at the early hours of the morning and terrorizing this man when they could have just picked up the telephone and said, hey, we want to bring you to the station. We want to arrest you, and you're going to be indicted. And so I just think that the way Roger was treated was completely unfair. I'm praying for him and his wife. I know Roger very well. As many of you who follow me know that I'm a guest on InfoWars and the War Room numerous times, week after week. And I'm very grateful for Roger for that platform. We met way back in 2015 at the National Convention, the Republican National Convention, when Donald Trump just became the nominee. And what an experience. I met him and Alex Jones for the very first time. I liked him, liked their energy. They were very much like me, very passionate people. Not, how would you say, he's a political genius. I wasn't, became one. But just like, we're not bought, we're not fake, and we're not scripted. And I like that about both of them. I liked him, liked their energy. So anyways, I'm very grateful to Roger for the opportunity to be a guest on InfoWars. And now everything's just shut down. I have not spoken to him since a few days before he went, before they arrested him. And like I said, I have lots of faith that they will find nothing. I've known Roger to be an honest man. I've known Roger to be a fair man. I've known him to respect me. He's always treated me kind, nice, respectful, and I'm praying for him and his wife. And I hope that justice is served. And I hope that just because he's a loyalist to the president like I am, that this isn't going to affect him. I do know that he is in dire needs for finances. So if anybody watching wants to donate to stonedefensefund.com, I know he'd be grateful. I'm not asking you to do it if that's not one of your benefits of life, is being, financially secure. But he said very openly that this can break him, and it's close to breaking him. And I feel really, really bad. So prayers and thoughts to Roger for a quick comeback, and soon you'll see me back on InfoWars. So anyways, I also wanted to talk to you about a really exciting opportunity that just came my way. And it is with a gentleman that I recently met who is the CEO and the president of Rockin' Prevention. And Rockin' Prevention is very much, little did I know, in alignment with what my life is all about and what I am all about. And I'm in the business of prevention. And a lot of times when people hear that, they say, what are you preventing? Well, I'm preventing people through my coaching and my speaking seminars, one-on-one coaching and consulting. I'm preventing people from making the same mistakes that I've made in life and in business. And I'm hoping to teach them life skills so that they don't make those same mistakes. Well, that's a little different than what Pat is doing with Rockin' Prevention, which is a nationally accredited and known organization that actually their whole purpose is to prevent people from being on opioids, the fentanyl crisis, and getting people off of drugs, taking them away from addictions and creating them a better lifestyle. And so when Pat reached out to me, he wanted to meet me to get to know what makes me me and what's my story. Little did he know that what he was going to ask me, I was going to share with him and reveal to him things that were right in alignment with his life, his mission, and his goals. And so when I was sharing with Pat a little bit about my backstory and what makes me me, because, you know, we all have those stories and what makes us individually, well, what makes us unique, I shared with him that my upbringing was an upbringing where I wanted to please my parents. My upbringing was I wanted to please my teachers. And I learned very young that more opportunities came to me, the better I behaved, the better I excelled at school, and the better my mind was clear. I was off of drugs. I never drank alcohol, didn't do drugs, and I was a good girl growing up. And so I kind of shared with him in a one-on-one lunch my thoughts on wanting to help kids. And he said, Tana, my mission is to create a documentary, and I'm actually doing that right now. I'm in the process of it. And I am creating a documentary where I'm going to get it into every middle school, every high school nationwide, that is going to have different scenarios of different people whose lives were affected by either opioids, alcoholism, fentanyl, heroin, I mean, you name it. And I'm actually looking for a successful person who never drank and did drugs growing up. And I'm like, that's me. And so he asked me if he could interview me for the documentary and asked me a bunch of questions. And so I'm really excited. That is going to take place next week. TNN will be going live in studio with Pat, the CEO of Rockin' Prevention.
Yeah, keep going.
Okay, well, listen. We'll keep on rocking and rolling. I see Kevin says he loved Rockin' Prevention growing up. It was so much when we had a speaker come to our school. That's so great. They're a wonderful organization, and I'm so excited about working with them. And also what I love is our president. He is doing so much to help the opioid crisis, the epidemic that's happening in our world, where so many people are addicted to drugs, they're hooked on opioids. And I love our president for doing things that have nothing to do with, or that have no gain for his family. None of his children are addicted to opioids. He's never been addicted to opioids, yet it's a passion of our president's to help everyday Americans be better, do better, be healthier. And I just love that about it. And so does Pat.
There we go. Travis, you're back. Thank you so much. Having some technical difficulties. Thank you for joining, Randall. Sorry about this, you guys. I'm gonna kind of wrap it up. Dane's back. Thank you. You're back. So am I. So my husband had a suggestion and it worked. Of course, all these technical difficulties, but hey, we're here. We're back and rocking and rolling. I got my front row Joe's in the house. We've got Dane in the house. Some people are joining. So I'm going to wrap it up and finish what I was going to say about the Youth Mentor Program, which I'm really excited about. And the Rockin' Prevention led me to igniting that passion in me and putting it at the front burner of what I'm planning on doing. So we're going to win. A lot of kids are going to also become better. You're right, winning with me. But the other thing I wanted to say is, my business. So I'm very excited that, well, let me back up. So recently, last week, I wasn't able to do TNN because I was at an event with Martha Stewart. And at that event, I was networking like I always do, and just meeting some really nice, unique people led me to what's on my Instagram story right now, which is the almond company. So this wonderful almond company who has a fantastic product sent me this 2 ginormous boxes of almonds today that are so yummy. And go to Instagram if you're not already there. Take a look at my story. And that just came from networking and always telling people what you do. And so I am partnering up with some people that I actually like a lot. Met at an event, networked very well. We all connected, like-minded, and we're going to be getting together and we're going to be doing some projects. And one of the projects is they want me to come to LA and do entrepreneur seminars, which is right in my wheelhouse because that's exactly what I am. And so I'm excited to be coming to LA. Don't have the dates. Well, actually, I do have the dates. March the 9th and the 10th. And I am going to be teaching the mindset of an entrepreneur and sharing some of my most popular presentations. The first one is Tana's Tips for Success, which are life lessons for success that I was talking about. I share with children and youth. I have those for entrepreneurs, because it all comes back to the mindset of the entrepreneur, the never quitting attitude, being unstoppable, being unforgettable, and being unique and being yourself. So I'm excited. We'll have more details on that so that if you guys are in the area and you live in LA, I know that most of the people that are watching, I know exactly where you live. That wouldn't be feasible to you. But once again, at Hey Tana, we're all inclusive. We share it. And if you share the video, this one, because it's actually seems to be working, share the video and there will be somebody in the LA area that may say, this is exactly what I need. And I'll give you a dose of reality and I'll give you a kick in the rear so that you go out and you make your business better. And then the last thing I want to say, and the last thing I want to share with you all, which I'm very excited about, is I just got word back from the campaign that they're bringing me to DC on Monday. And we're going to be talking about the next steps because, as you all know, we need to be getting geared up for 2020. The Dems are coming after us, and we need to have all of our ducks in a row. We need to work with the RNC very swimmingly and seamlessly. And so I'm going to share what worked, what didn't work, what happened in 2016, because I had front row view, and I am not going to hold back whatsoever. And I'm going to be sharing with the campaign manager and the team exactly what needs to happen from my perspective. And I'm very excited to find out if I can hire a team, because you know who you are watching. Actually, most of the people watching, I shouldn't say most of the people. We've got more people now than we did when we started. But my plan is to implement all of the suggestions that some of you have given me that we need in 2020, like the rally coordinator. My suggestions are that some of you have mentioned, like some of my MAGA family in Florida, Chris and Christy, that we need to work better with the RNC. People need to work with us and not think that we're the enemy, even though we're all on the same team. My good girlfriend, Christy, who was so implemental in my success and in Iowa's success, she and I have combined notes to see what we think Iowa needs going the second time around. And so I am putting together any suggestions that you all have, email them to me. And I'm going to bring them to the campaign, and I want to hopefully implement them, and I want to be able to create hopefully a Midwest grassroots team where I can bring a lot of you aboard, and we can do this, and we will stomp the grounds, and we are not shy people, and we are not fearful people, and we are hardworking Americans who are patriots and want to see our president in the White House for a second term. So I can't tell you how excited I am about that. I won't be here next week because, as I mentioned, I'm going to be going live at Rock and Prevention Studio, but then the following TNN, I hope to share with you everything that I've learned, and we're going to be going. I mean, there's a lot of you who have messaged me that you want me in Pennsylvania, you want me in California, you want me in Florida, doing all sorts of things for the MAGA movement, talking about my experience with the president, how I know him, what he's like, what his family is like, what we need to do to win certain states. And so I'm super excited about getting to Pennsylvania. And this is all from networking, social media, y'all sharing my videos, sharing the posts. People are seeing it and learning about me and saying, wait, we haven't met anybody like that's on a campaign that is telling these stories that are going to get more people excited about our president. So I'm ready to come. So let's get this rocking and rolling, and I will report back everything that I've learned and what I've heard and what I can do, and hopefully that we're gonna take this up a notch, and we're gonna get our president back in the White House for a second term, and I can't wait to be a part of it. But I want to thank you guys for sticking with me through all of this tonight. We're going to have this video up on YouTube. Paul, combine it and make it great. So share, share, share. Ask people to go like my YouTube channel. And as always, visit my website frequently as Paul puts up op-eds that are recently out there, like the one that the Epic Times just did on me. The Trump loyalist who bet the farm that he'd win. Well, guess what, folks? I'm betting it all he'll do it again. So thank you again. God bless you all and your families. And let's stay in touch. Share, 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 and keep winning until the next time. Take care.